Hello Aries, welcome to your November 2018 general horoscope reading with moi. So Aries, I want to hear all about it. How's your last month? How is your November shaping up to be? Drop me a comment below, let me know. And wow, it's an intense month. It's essentially Scorpio season. The sun is in Scorpio for most of the time in November. Then we transfer into Sagittarius. The sun will move into Sagittarius on the 22nd of November, which will feel really good for us fire signs. So Aries, before I get into your psychic message with the tarot and the runes here, I have to let you know, I'm super excited. I just started this new series, which I am calling Lion Light Laughs. So please check it out on my YouTube here. It's the zodiac signs in comedy, okay? So it's all funny, silly stuff, just because I really wanted to put more stuff out there that just was light, raise the vibration, you know, and it's just something we can all giggle about. So check it out, please. I'm really, really excited about it. So, anyways, let's get into the astrological forecast, some of the general things happening. So first day I want you to watch out for, Aries, is November 7th. The Scorpio new moon is happening on the 7th here. So the moon is going to be sextiling Pluto, which rules Scorpio. The moon will be trining Mars on this day, co-ruler of Scorpio. Also your ruling planet, Aries. And then the day before, the sun will be trining Neptune. So I really like this. It's really positive energy with Scorpio. And Scorpio can sometimes be really dark, you know, Aries. So with this positive flow of energy with this new moon, I mean, there's going to be a lot of deep healing being brought up, you know, very spiritual, deep healing, and psychic vision. Our psychic vision and awareness is going to be enhanced collectively for all of us. So those spiritual psychic downloads are going to really give you the key, the information you need on the how to, what to do that final healing. Get that final closure with some of those lingering wounds. Okay, so that's beautiful. Our sex drive is really gonna probably be peaked at this time, especially with the Mars energy going on as well. And fertility, you know, okay, so if you're a woman, fertility looks strong on this day. So if you're looking to get pregnant, this might be a good day for you. Ooh, first card out. Ooh. Aries, Ace of Cups. Okay. So if you're not looking to get pregnant though, perhaps exercise a bit more responsibility and caution, all right? But also the good thing with this energy, especially with the sun trining Neptune, imagination and creativity is really going to be brought to the forefront here, and is really, really enhanced. So forget about any creative blockages that you may have had. Those are dissipating. Okay, so a lot of creative solutions can come through at this time. Beautiful stuff. All right, November 16th is the next day you should look out for, Aries. Venus moves direct, and then Mercury goes retrograde on the same day. So Venus moving direct, yay, you know, makes it easier for the single people to start dating again. And then also, you know, for those in relationships, for partnership to be able to fully come together and understand each other in a much more whole sort of way. You know, there's a less muddled energy, less uncertainty, so beautiful there. But now with Mercury going direct on this day, you know, as always with Mercury retrograde, you just want to watch out for the potential delays that can happen with some short distance travel or travel in general. Also, just anything that has to do with communication. Expect just others and yourself moving a little slower with your speech, with your writing. If you're waiting on any contracts, contracts might be taking a bit more time. A Mercury retrograde is all about revising, re-editing, and really thinking before you speak. And we see that moving to November 23rd, which is the Gemini full moon. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay, so, and there's a lot of challenging aspects going on with this full moon. So there's a lot of, you might feel very scatterbrained this day with this full moon. Feeling so scatterbrained that it's hard to really form your thoughts cohesively into words. And that's okay. So give yourself patience. Give other people some time, some patience, Take it easy on each other, because everyone might be struggling with effectively communicating. So lots of opposing ideas can be going on with this energy too. And opposing ideas and challenges that are demanding us to really reach a compromise. So compromising with this energy is going to be key. And learning how to do that. Learning to understand the other person's side. So bada bing, bada bomb. Again, Sagittarius energy. The sun moves into Sagittarius on the 22nd, the day before that moon. So we'll talk about that a bit more here. But let's look at your cards, Aries. Let's see what the psychic energy is. All right, I'm drawing the rest here. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Aries, I can tell you right off the bat, it looks like some of you are dealing with a Leo or Sagittarian. Okay? Coping with, and understand that your fellow fire signs are going through some of the same stuff you're going through this month. So, okay. Right off the bat, since you have the Ace of Cups here at the center of your reading, there is a focus being brought to all of your emotional connections. All of those relationships. And I'm getting here for you, Aries, you're getting some insight, some fresh new insight into your relationships, or rather about some of those connections you have. And pay attention to that, especially towards the beginning of the month. And, it's probably approaching that Scorpio new moon. Yeah. There's some tension, it looks like, being wrapped up here with the Five of Wands, okay? So, a lot of tension, high energy, high anxiety. And it looks like some of that high energy and some of that tension, some of that confrontation and fighting is really being toned down here with the Ace of Cups showing up in the middle too. I'm getting like that the emotional connection and the love between this group of friends or this person that you're dealing with is much stronger. And so, right off the bat, Aries, it looks like there is resolvement between, coming to you resolvement between each other's feelings. Yeah. And here you go. We're coming back up. So, no, I don't like that. There we go. That's better. So Aries, there's a little bit of that burnout energy surrounding you too. You know, maybe putting so much energy into a relationship and trying to fix up and heal a relationship that it's really leaving you burnt out and just drained. Maybe some confrontations that are happening at work too. I'm getting the sense some of you Aries might be taking on some extra responsibility that you weren't expecting, responsibility put on your shoulders that you didn't even want, and that feeling like an overload for you in November. So that might be making you feel a little tired, a little burnt out, and it's going to be about sharing your emotions on the matter. You know, how does it make you feel, Aries? Bringing that up to your superiors or to the other person. Really getting in a place of vulnerability, I'm getting. That's how the tension and how the burden is going to be released here. And it will be released. Speaking of which, we have death coming up next. Okay, so death. Yep. I mean, especially if you're dealing with another fire sign here, this is relief I'm getting, and final sort of closure, final end to the situation, to the bickering, and closing out some chapter of your life, Aries, okay? There's a closing out of a chapter, something specifically you might be holding on to. You've been holding on to for a while, which has been causing that tension or anxiety within you. I mean, look at these in progression here. 10 of Wands to death. Lay down the tension. Lay down the burden, Aries. Lay down the responsibilities that aren't really yours to carry. It's what your guides want you to know. You're going to be really evaluating some deep wounds and spiritual matters this month, especially that have to do with connection to others and where you're overworking yourself and taking on more responsibility than you have to. And I'm getting, you know, this month is very much about the rebirth and the rise of something new. You know, look at Death and Ace of Cups paired together. Conclusion, then beginning. And that's beautiful. It's like when you finally, Aries, decide to close the chapter, this emotional healing and rush waterfall of support comes in for you. And I'm getting for some of you Aries, up next you have the Six of Swords. I'm getting that it's okay to take some time for yourself this month as well. Take some alone time. Create some distance and some alone time. Maybe take a trip for yourself or take a hike, you know, by yourself. And just kind of sit and be with your own thoughts and Let those spiritual messages come through that way. Because there's some spiritual messages and your guides are wanting to speak to you. And, you know, there's some drive. It's like you're on, a lot of you Aries are on the middle of a journey, middle of project, the middle of a project, the middle of something. There's a transition going on here, a very deep, very impactful transition for you this month. And transitions are difficult. And it's definitely showing up as a transition of the heart. You know, you have the Empress on the bottom of the deck as well here. I'm getting with Empress being here as well that it's about rediscovering some of your own self-beauty. Appreciating your beauty, your light. You know, what is it that you're bringing to the table, Aries? And are you implementing it how you want? And if not, Six of Swords here is saying, all right, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get what I want. I'm gonna do what I need to do to focus on achieving what I want, what my soul is craving for. I'm gonna get you a runestone now for clarity, Aries. Here we go. Where'd it go? Here, okay. Birok. Aries, you are a phoenix rising from the ashes, from the old way this month, completely. You are releasing all this baggage, all this energy, whether it's work related or it's tied to that relationship for a lot of you. And when you do that, the new connections and prosperity floods in. It's flooding in. Birok is a very fertile rune and speaks of the ending of a phase to begin another. Also, some of you females watching, once again, you are looking very fertile. And, you know, the Empress is pregnant here. Some of you could very well expect maybe a new baby this month. Expanding your family in some way. You might think about getting a pet as well. I'm getting, you know, as a side sort of note for some of you with the Six of Swords and this energy, that getting a pet can really help you and raise sort of that intuitive awareness. Having a pet, I have found, really helps kind of raise the intuitive and spiritual awareness in your environment. So that looks like that could be really beneficial for some of you Aries people as well. I know that's really random and kind of specific, but there you have it. You are crossing some deep waters within yourself, within your emotions. What rubs you the wrong way, what rubs you the right way. And where to bring closure to some of those things. That is the attention this month, Aries. Like, whew, I mean, it's like really kind of heavy for us fire signs, but you know, these are things that we've got to deal with. We've got to deal with the spiritual. We've got to deal with the inner, the emotional, the ugly, the confrontations, the lingering things that have not gotten closure. I'm getting one more card for you, Aries, real quick. One more guiding card can guide you in how to best deal and cope with this month. It's like I just feel like doing a little bit extra for my fire sign family since we're having a hard time this month. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Be vulnerable is what I'm getting. Be vulnerable with your feelings. That'll help make things easier. That'll create less resistance, Aries. Be vulnerable and open with your feelings. Confess them, too. Don't be afraid to confess them. Don't hold back. The Knight of Cups does not hold back. Does not. All right, Aries, so I hope that you use this guidance to the best of your ability. I am sure you will. And if any of you want to do a personal one-on-one reading to look at something specific with me, my Etsy shop information is below. You can also message me on there or my email too. And I finally started a Facebook page, so follow me on my Facebook. That link is going to be in this descriptions box too, because I'll post tips and, you know, those funny entertainment zodiac videos that I'm doing now. So you can share those on Facebook as well. Yes, 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 yes. You know, all of it. So woohoo. And let's see, I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, Aries, the extended video reading link will be below as always too. So if you want your oracle message and just a bit more from the pick 3 that I do, that'll be there for you. And so you can really tune in, ask a specific question, you know, place an intention in your mind, and then I'll go over the oracle message with you in that video. So all that below, Aries. And I think that's it. I think that is it. So yeah, thank you so much though for all of your support. Subscribing to my channel, sharing my videos, all of that stuff. It really does help support the horoscope guidance that I do here for you and the entertainment videos, all of it. So thank you, Aries. So take care this month. I will see you in the next video.